That's better. A little bit. So hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. I haven't made a video on this yet, so this is my first one. And this is a complete new journey that I've been on for a couple of weeks actually. I've started putting a few postings about it on Instagram and Facebook just because it's easier for me to do that than to come out and just film something. And my schedule's not always consistent. So, but folks, I'm running for my life. So if you're like me, you know that this last year or so has been very, very crazy, very, very consuming, very, very overwhelming for everybody. I mean, I don't know anybody that it hasn't been. I mean, if you're willing to say it's not for you, well, congratulations, because you are the minority in this group. But you know, I woke up a couple of weeks ago, and you know, I've sort of been noticing this, that I started putting on a little bit of weight. Now, I'm not a big girl, I know that. Never have been a big person, and you know, I am comfortable with myself. But my problem with seeing myself with aging and with a little bit of weight and feeling at times a little bit out of control with emotions and anxiety and different things like that, we're human. Well, I've decided to take it back. We're taking it back, people. Get ready. And in order to do that, I have to feel better for myself, about myself. And in order to do the things that I want to continue to do, I have to try to be in the best shape that I physically can. Now listen, you're not going to find me in the gym, you know, pumping massive irons and doing all this crazy stuff. Nothing wrong with that. It's just that's not who I'm going to be. So I had to think about it for a couple of days, and I literally just woke up. I said, I don't want to feel this way anymore. I don't want to start looking this way. I don't want to feel bad about myself. I don't want to feel bad about the choices I make. It's time to get busy living. That's what I'm doing. So I'm being a realist in this situation. The reality in this, if you follow my channel, I wanted to run a 5K 3 years ago. I used to actually be a pretty consistent, avid runner. I ran in high school and when I was in Krav Maga, and in order to get my black belt in Krav Maga, and when I was working with kickboxing a lot, not too long ago, but a little bit in my younger days. I mean, I did that for years, and so running was part of the project every day, and part of the test. You had to run. Now, for you guys that are serious builders and runners and triathletes and all this stuff, I'm not with you yet, or I'm not with you there now for sure. But the bottom line is some people have asked me, well, did you just now start running? And really, no. I've ran off and on for 25 years, and I really enjoy it. But at this time, I realized that I've kind of gotten away from it for a couple of years. So in order to feel good about it, I have to set a goal. Here's that goal I was just about ready to tell you about. Oh yeah. So here's the deal. So in a couple of weeks, more than a couple of weeks, I still have about 4 to 5 weeks of training left. There's a 5K in the Great Smoky Mountains. I was actually set to run it 3 years ago, but I had to have surgery on my leg, and it knocked me out of it. Had surgery. It was just like 3 years ago this last week that I had it, so it completely knocked me out. And then the following year I didn't do it, and then of course the last year or so has been nuts. So I thought of this the other day. I was like, I'm going to run it. Folks, here's my deal. If I don't physically complete the 5K, if I end up walking half of it, the goal here is to motivate me with a goal, with a mission, to get me out and get me physical. And I have changed how I'm eating, and I'm telling you, I have already in 3 weeks, I am not dieting by any stretch of the imagination. I've just cut bad stuff out or trimmed things down, or I'm making better decisions, and we all can do that. That is not hard. It's not easy, but it's not something that, it's not rocket science. But we'll get into that in a little bit. But long story short, I have gone from I'm just going to tell you, I've gone from a 12-14 pant to an 8-10. So if that kind of gives you an idea of how I'm starting to slim down, slim down in my middle section. That's what happens to us when we age and when we stress, you know. Okay? It's okay. It's part of life. But again, this is not because I feel like I have to do this. It's because I want to do this. I want to feel better. And I'm telling you right now, if you do what you can, think about what you could do. Folks, if you start doing it and you start sticking with it, it doesn't take long. It really doesn't. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel better. Look, everybody. Look, 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 look. Here's my cheerleaders. Thank you. Yes, I'm going to do it, y'all. We're going to do it. I can hear Rocky. Scout, eye of the tiger. Eye of the tiger. Hey, what are you doing? So I wasn't really sure how I was going to start running and preparing for a 5K in like 6 weeks or so because of everything that's going on right now. But the funny thing is the first thing I did is I started with my diet. And here's what I've done. It's very simple. Now listen, I'm not cutting out my favorite Appalachian foods, but I am making them a few more, they're more treats as opposed to necessarily a daily or always a meal thing. And here's the thing is you can, if you study up and if you think about things and if you look at what you do, folks, a lot of the things that you like can remain in your diet if you just learn how to manipulate it. Does that make sense? Completely doable. Well, here's the first thing. The first thing that I did was I cut out, literally, any soda. Now, I'm not a huge soda drinker, but I will consume soda. Any soda. Diet soda, it's worse for you actually than real soda. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. I won't be on the front page of Coke or Pepsi, okay? Because I'm just telling you right now, it's not happening. So they're gone. Coke and Pepsi, bye. Or whatever. If I want to, you know, on a special occasion, try to have a sip of pop or something at a barbecue, okay, I'll allow myself that. But I can tell you that I've already tried to take a sip of one and I couldn't do it because it was too sweet. So see what I'm saying? When you start that and you start to kick it and you get past that, it doesn't taste good anymore. It really doesn't. The next thing that I did is I cut out sweet tea. I did. I cut it out. I cut it out. I just cut it out. I cut it out. Because I'm kind of like, it's the same theory. If I go to Nana's house and she's cooked dumplings and she's made her sweet tea, which is the best sweet tea on the planet, I'm going to let myself have a glass because that's a treat. But I'm not bringing it in the house. It's not that I'm against it. It's the fact that I have a goal. I have a mission. And I want to see how good I can feel by, you know, the second week of September. I have a goal. Now, this is the honest to Pete truth. May lightning hit me right now if I'm not telling you the truth. I told myself, I said, I'm not going to cut out coffee because I really enjoy, and I only drink about a half to 3/4 of a cup. The Koga is speaking. I only drink about half to 3/4 of a cup every morning, but honey, I doll it up. I ain't going to lie to you. I love it. I really like it. So in the last couple of weeks, I noticed that I didn't do it as much because I was like, I'm going to get up and drink my water. I'm going to do my chores. I'm going to then run and I'm going to have a smoothie. Well, by the time I did all of that, by default, it was already, you know, getting later in the morning and I didn't really desire it anymore. I really didn't want it. But then 1 or 2 days I did have it. Last Monday, this is no joke. Last Monday I got up and what's so funny is I went to go make I thought I hadn't had a cup of coffee in a couple of days because I was sort of cutting it back, but not out. And I went to go get my coffee maker. Coffee maker, you've seen me make videos the last couple, not that long ago. Doesn't work. Didn't work. I'm telling you, James, I told James later that day, I said, you're not going to believe this. I said, I haven't had a cup of coffee in like 3 days. And I said, I told myself this morning, it's Monday, I'm going to have my cup of coffee. You know how we get up on Mondays. And I went in there, I put everything in it, then I hit the button and went beep, beep, beep. I didn't think anything of it. Came back, there was no coffee. Hit it again, totally doesn't work. So, I've cut out coffee. What I've also done is I'm changing what I'm eating throughout the day. I am not forcing myself, but I'm really motivating myself to eat oatmeal for breakfast because in this journey, I'm trying to lower my cholesterol. We all have our things that we have to do. So I started eating oatmeal. I'm eating wholesome oatmeal, and I'm putting like almond milk in it. I'm not against dairy, but I do like almond milk. So I'm trying to, where I can help myself, I am. It's like this. If I want to have, something later in the afternoon, well, then I will. So this morning, I need to be really, really good about myself. So oatmeal, fresh nuts, granola, almond milk, fruit, raspberries, blueberry, banana, whatever, lots of oatmeal. And then I'll come in, whether I do that before or after my chores, I'll run. I am snacking on things like apples, my fresh tomatoes, my fresh cucumbers, my fresh peppers from the garden. I'm really consuming a lot of produce. And I'm just doing it randomly. I'm not setting myself on this schedule. I'm only going to drink this and this time and this. No, I'm not doing that. Now, I will say that I'm trying to eat more fish. I've been eating more fish, which I love fish. It's just it has to be the right fish, and it doesn't need to be deep fried, Tara. Although I did have, in the last 3 weeks, I did one night have fried fish as a fried flounder. I wish it had been catfish. But anyway... See, I have my things that I really like, and it's okay to consume. In my mind, I know, if you have a treat once or twice a week, that's good. That's good. That's what you work for. So the overall basis is I'm making myself get up and get moving. I have a goal in mind, and so what this has done has motivated me. It has also motivated my husband because he is hoping to. He will not run the 5K, but he will walk it. He does have permission from his doctor to walk it, which is a wonderful goal. I mean, walking, if you can get out and walk 3 to 5 miles or do whatever you want to do, or even a mile or whatever, folks, everything counts. So this is what I'm working on. And I will tell you that to get busy, just make better decisions. Start with something that is the thing that is the most meaningless thing to you. Does that make sense? I hate to tell you, but drinking soda pop doesn't nearly compare to me wanting to make some homemade biscuits and gravy. Okay? I'm not giving up my biscuits and gravy. That doesn't mean I'm going to have them every single day, but I'm not giving up my biscuits and gravy. But I don't care to give up Coca-Cola. Bye. So that's just kind of an overall of where I'm starting. I am not eating cereal. I don't like cereals. That's way gone. That's been gone. Cereals are gone because most of them, unless it's something very, wholesome and like granola or whatever. I am drinking smoothies. I'm really enjoying this company. Is it Power Foods? I did try a packet of theirs where you get a trial. I did that in my first week. So every day I had a different smoothie. I would make it with coconut water. I would make it with almond milk and avocado, banana, fruits, vegetables, whatever. I mean, I totally mixed it up every single day, depending on what the mix was. And I loved them. There's a few I liked more than others. So then I've ordered 2. So I'm having 1 to 2 smoothies a day, and they're delicious. I mean, the main things that I'm doing is berry based. I'm doing things with avocado and bananas. It's just wonderful. And last but not least, before I start running, is I've already stretched, so I'm going to run. The thing that I've noticed the most is that, I'll tell you, folks, I'm not on any medications. I'm on 0 medications. I mean, every day, I take like a fish oil. I take a couple of supplements, but that's because I choose to. I am on 0 medications. I don't even take CBD anymore. I don't even do that because my anxiety and my mind has calmed down. And I think that's what a lot of people need. So I'm really motivating you to look at your diet to help you so you can sleep better, so you can rest better. Maybe it can motivate you to get out and do more because you need to be more physically fit. I'm really telling you, right now, your heart and mind and soul and body are one. And if one starts to go, the other starts to go also. And we need to be fit as best we can. We just need to be better. That's all I'm trying to do every day is to be a little bit better. Hey, hey. Hi, Vinny. You're so cute. Scout, girlfriend. All right, guys, here we go. Are you ready? Are we ready for this? Lots of cheering. Let's go. Hit my goal today. Let's walk it out. Okay, guys, I'm back in the house in my crazy little kitchen, and I'm making a smoothie. And what I'm going to be doing is I just took the pit out of some cherries. I'm putting cherries in it, banana. I'm out of avocado. Just mixing some things in with almond milk. So I've already just had a quick bite. I've cooled down, had a spinach wrap with lunch. I'm gonna have some yogurt. I had a cucumber, a fresh tomato, just some fresh foods. I'm gonna make myself a smoothie because they are so good. Let me show you what I'm doing. Let me show you what I'm using. So just a side note, because I know you're gonna ask, we just canned a bunch of cherries the other day. We're about to can a bunch more, and we put some cherries in the smoothie, and it was so good. And this is awesome. You can get it on Amazon. I'll put the link. I think it's $19.99. I actually paid more for it at a Bath and Beyond, or Bed Bath and Beyond. That's it. Because I wanted one because I had all these cherries, and it does such a great job pitting 6 at a time. And I can't open it because I'm left-handed. But I'm just saying, if you like to make anything with cherries, look at that. It pops the whole pits all the way through, and the pits are actually in this little tray. Cleans up great. So I just want to show that because I know you're going to ask. So anyway, pretty handy dandy tool to have. So this is what I was talking about. It's the yoursuper.com. I got this one, and I got the Forever Beautiful. I really like those because remember I told you when I was running that I tried a sample pack and it had 7 different flavors. So there's a couple more I want to get. And we are using these once to twice a day, and my children and my husband both they like it. So, you know, it's as good as what you mix in, and they do different things, have different things, so check that out. But the chocolate with banana and avocado, I'm telling you, it's good. Okay, so I got a little wild. I actually did cherry, banana, almond milk, and ice, added raspberry. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, child, that is so good. Ooh, that is so good. Okay, all right, guys, I'm gonna conclude the video. Listen, small changes go a long way. I'm pushing semi-hard on a lot of things with myself, and I hope it motivates you to do things with yourself because we all can improve. We don't have to be perfect, okay? And slow, positive, good change that sticks over time is really the ones that stay the longest. And so that's what I'm trying to focus on and want you to think about. And we're trying to get better, do better. So, guys, we'll see you on the next video.